There are 21 recommendations, and I want to be crystal clear. This is an attorney with probably 6 years of experience that came up during the pandemic, that clerked for a judge, that is sitting here talking to medical professionals. Medical professionals. I'll say it again, medical professionals. Lawyers are not medical professionals. And at one point, there are allegations of domestic violence. And this FOC has the audacity to talk about how she is more well versed, or not, I don't want to say more well versed, but she is trained in domestic violence. And the fact that this expert in domestic violence wanted to sort of educate her on some of the patterns, she was like, nope, I know it all. Okay. You don't know shit. And I'm not saying that in a way that should be condescending to you individually. You didn't know shit 6 years into being an attorney about domestic
No.
violence. I've been an attorney for 15 years and I don't know shit about the patterns of domestic violence. I know what I've seen. I
Yeah.
know things I've experienced, but I am not a fucking expert on it.
No, I've never been in the home with I mean, like, we see certain aspects of it by the time something is filed and you're going to court on it, and we see a specific piece of it. But there isn't training on this stuff. And like we're talking about, you only have to get to the second recommendation on this where they're using psychological terms. They're talking about, having an evaluation to prevent further enmeshment. And like
Mhm.
there's someone who is not a trained psychologist, not a therapist, not in that role whatsoever, making recommendations based on those terms, way outside this person's depths, getting into this. And just because you've talked to a therapist on a case doesn't mean that you know what you're talking about, or should be able to make opinions about psychological treatment and or about the psychological effects of a parent's behavior. That's something that needs to come from someone that actually knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, not a lawyer.